I'm joined now by five-time WNBA champion and Georgetown women's basketball alum, Rebekkah Brunson. Rebekkah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
We are so excited that you're here, and you got to add something to that resume last night.
Yeah.
You are now a member of the Georgetown Athletics Hall of Fame. How special was celebrating that?
I felt so blessed. I felt so humbled to be able to have that experience. You know, this is where really everything started. Everything as far as my basketball career and taking strides to become a professional athlete started here at Georgetown. So it was great. It was amazing to be able to be around some of my old teammates, old coaches, and share that experience with them. But I feel so honored to be a part of Georgetown's legacy.
You mentioned getting to spend that moment with all those special people. What has Georgetown done for you, not only as a basketball player, but also in your life?
First of all, you know, when you go to college, you really green behind the ears. You don't know a lot about life, right? So this is where I started to become the person that I am today, by having the experience that I had with the professors, with the other students on campus, with the other athletes, with the coaching staff. So they kind of groomed me into being the person I am, not just as an athlete, but who I am in my community, how I treat people. All of those things, the things that are ingrained in me started here, right? So it's so special to be able to share the experience with them because they helped me become this person that I am, right?
And you've done a little bit of everything since your time leaving here at Georgetown, from athlete to coach to broadcaster. But seeing the game of basketball from so many different lenses, how do you think it has grown since your time here?
I love where, first of all, this program is going, right? And the continuum of bringing in, you know, great athletes. You see Sugar Rogers came after me, Monica Minute came after me right now, and she's doing her thing in broadcasting. So I love what the program is doing as far as continuing to turn out high-quality people and high-quality athletes. But the women's game, I feel like, has just completely taken off, not because the athletes weren't good, because the athletes in the NCAA have always been amazing, right? But now the visibility is there. That has changed. Now you see female athletes getting the recognition that they've deserved for so long. So it's not that the athletes have changed, but just people are taking notice that, you know, women do compete and play basketball at a high level. And I love the fact that that's where we are as far as media recognition is concerned.
How important do you think that visibility is?
It's everything to the game. If you want to be able to grow the game, if you want to be able to grow the profitability of the game, the respect for female athletes, then it has to be shown. It has to be seen, right? No one's going to understand a product unless you put it in front of them first. Then they can latch on to it, right? So seeing how media has started to, you know, put more women's games on, how, you know, not just on TV, but journalists are writing more in-depth stories about female athletes. And that is how you grow the product, right? So I think that is in a great spot, and I feel like it's going to continue to grow.
So the visibility is growing, and there's now more little girls who get to watch basketball on TV. They get to see some of their favorite athletes.
Yep.
What would your advice be to maybe a little girl who's told she can't do something? How does she overcome it and get to be like those people on the TV that she gets to see now?
I really do believe that if you see it, you can be it, right? So I love the fact that there are young little girls that can see female athletes and inspire to do that, right? And there's nothing, I hope that women and young women everywhere understand that there's nothing outside of their grasp. If you want to do something in life, no matter what it is, if it's being an athlete, if it's being a professor, if it's being an analyst, a broadcaster, you can do those things. Nothing is outside of the realm of possibility, no matter what it is. So I love that they can turn on the TV and see that, hey, I can aspire to be this person, and I can follow this person's career throughout, and, you know, continue to try to grow my game after those people. And I love the fact that little boys are watching too, right? Because that changes the way that young men look at women as well.
I absolutely love that, Rebekkah. Thank you so much for taking some time with us today.
For sure, thank you.
Congrats again.
All right, thank you.